Welcome to Club Nintendo level 183. Full cast characters here today. Myself, Aaron Rivera, and John Armour. Welcome, guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good.
What's up?
Are you buying stuff, John?
I I am looking through the eShop because I had no idea all this stuff was coming out. Like,
It's been a big week for
Yeah.
releases.
Runner 3, Disco Dodgeball, like,
Runner 3's out.
yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
now,
I need that.
read reviews.
I know.
I'm
It
not
looks-
yeah,
it
I'm-
looks
I'm gonna
way
wait for
different.
I'm going to wait for a sale because of the reviews, sadly.
Really?
The levels are really long, and there's still the same. There's still only a checkpoint in the middle, and it's a lot harder. So I've heard just from people that were really great at the earlier Runner games that just a very frustrating experience in many points. Like it's yeah. I mean it's still a good game, but not Runner 2. I think is the pinnacle of the series is the consensus. And I'll get it at some point, but I think it's for me a sale at $25-$30. It's too much for what the reviews have told me. Sadly, so I was really looking forward to that game.
I might need to watch some things to see what I think.
Oh, the Mario Tennis Aces demo is out.
Yes. I just
Yeah,
saw
but
that.
Downloading that right now.
Apparently it's not working.
Well, the online is until June 1st. I think there's some
Yeah.
offline mode you can play around with though.
Yeah, I'm just on Reddit and everyone is, as they do.
It doesn't. It's
They're
like
complaining.
you download the Splatfest out before the Splatfest, so you're ready. It's kind of that thing, you know.
Mario Aces confirmed not available today is what this is saying.
Well, it's not. I mean, the online, tennis whack isn't out till later.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are just confused on the internet.
Yeah, so you have the demo that's you can download, not really fully playable yet. Mega Man Legacy 1 and 2 came out this week on Tuesday. $15 for the better pack, pack 1, and $20 for pack 2.
I wouldn't say better pack.
I
They're
would.
just different games.
7,
they're,
8
they're different games.
You have less games.
7 is a great game.
Okay, Aaron. So here's my arguments for why it's a lesser pack. You get 6 games with the original pack with a rewind feature. That rewind feature is not found in the second pack. The second pack only includes 4 games that arguably are lesser quality. You could argue that, but I'd say Mega Man 2 is the best Mega Man game. Is that an accurate statement?
It's the easiest one.
Hey. But yeah, you pay $5, you get 1 less game, and there's no rewind feature. And so the rewind feature lets you have infinite rewinds up to a minute in length to let you retry a jump or use your now Spidey sense to avoid a jump attack. And that's the feature that put me over the edge because I've always given up on Mega Man games within 5 minutes, and with the rewind, I said, let me try this again. So I got the Mega Man on my Switch.
Doesn't the Super NES Classic have that rewind feature? Something like it?
There's save states, which isn't quite the same.
I think it has a rewind feature too.
Oh, does it? Okay.
I think, yeah. I think
This
a lot
is
of
the
people miss
this
that.
is the first for the collection, to my knowledge.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a really cool feature. You just hit L, hold down L, and it rewinds, and it works really well. And I'm amazed how much I mess up in Mega Man 2. Just simple jumps I'm not hitting. So that rewind is really handy, I gotta say.
Now, is there a way to turn it off?
I mean, you can just not use it. I mean,
Well, yeah, but sometimes you don't even want to have that option because you might want to get through a playthrough without using it.
Because you don't want to tempt
no
yourself.
self-control.
Yeah.
I mean,
No self-control, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
not looked.
I mean, I don't want to play Braid when I'm playing Mega Man.
Oh gosh, I've
play
not
Mega
looked. But yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great having it on the Switch. And I'm looking forward to finally beating a Mega Man game. First time in my life.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Yeah. Hyrule Warriors came out since the last show. Definitive Edition. Me and Aaron both got that one. And Aaron is diving into it. How is it so far for you?
This game is a lot of fun, and I think what's really pulling me in so much is just the amount of content that it has. There's just so much stuff in here. There's so many characters. There's a lot of lore brought in from the Zelda universe, and they kind of took a little bit of liberties with it, but I don't really mind it. But I would say above all of that is the 60 frames per second, and you're just like mashing up all these enemies, and it's so smooth and
so satisfying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so, I got this. I preload this. I played a couple levels, and I'm looking forward to have a plane ride coming up, and I'm going to be playing a lot of this in the plane.
So it's like not how it was on Wii U, because Wii U is not smooth. That's not a word.
Yeah, it's so smooth.
It's not a word I would use to describe the Wii U version.
And it plays great in handheld mode too, not just docked.
Really? Yeah. That's interesting. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't it have a split screen mode in handheld so you can like pass a Joy-Con over?
I believe
it does, but I haven't tried it.
I haven't tried that either.
Yeah, it seems like that's a pretty cramped controller for Hyrule Warriors.
I mean,
it's just button mashing,
You're just
right?
button mashing. I mean, you can be more advanced, but in the end, you can just button mash your way through it.
Yeah, you really. I mean, that's plenty of buttons, actually. I mean, it's really only like 3 buttons that you use, and you just do like combos based off of those.
This one has all the DLC built into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the 3DS version as well.
So it has like all the Majora's Mask stuff in there.
Yeah, and Wind Waker is in here, which I'm very excited for.
Can you play? You can't play a Skull Kid, can you?
You can.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty sure he's unlocked from the beginning, so if you go into like free play, you can just play as him. But if you go through like the legend mode, which I'm doing now, you kind of play through the character. Right? Yeah, it's a story mode. So you like as you play through the story, you start to unlock the characters in that.
And the music in this is just kick butt.
Yeah.
Like rock style Zelda. It's great.
Skull Kid gameplay. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's all the characters you have unlocked from the start. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
There's space for more.
This kind of looks actually kind of fun with Skull, like these other, the non like you play with Link in every Zelda game, right? So it's kind of boring to me to play with Link. I would.
There's also Wind Waker,
like Midna and Skull Kid and Tingle.
And
can you play as Tingle?
You can. And each one of these characters has like different moves, different weapons and things. And as you go through, you can upgrade their weapons and their skills. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've played a couple levels. They're pretty meaty levels, the story levels. The adventure mode's quicker, where they're like 10-minute missions. It's like the 8-bit map you're navigating through. Remember that, John? The 8-bit thing?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This time, if you find an item in that 8-bit mode, you're able to buy it again in 70 and then go find it in the map again, which is nice.
Oh, that's cool. So they fixed a lot, too.
They did, yeah.
And they took a mode from, was it Fire Emblem Warriors, where you can just press up on the D-pad now and switch to a different character.
Oh, yeah, that is new,
Oh, that's cool.
Which is really nice, because you can also tell, like in Fire Emblem, I don't know if this is in the prior version, but you can order your characters to go and do things for you. Was that in the original, Aaron, do you remember?
I don't recall.
But it's nice because if you're having trouble getting to some place on the map, you're just bad at navigation, you can order one of your other characters to go there and then switch to them once they're there.
Yep.
Which is really nice. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah. What else? Anything else to say about this? I haven't played a ton. I played it before, the movie theater a couple times. I've been digging more into my PS3 and playing a lot of Infamous and Infamous 2.
Your PS3, really?
It is, yeah. I'm gonna be digging into the Mass Effect trilogy, and pretty soon here. I've never played that, so I'm.
Wait, you're starting the Mass Effect trilogy?
Pretty soon, yeah. The backlog is getting knocked out this summer.
Wow, Tim.
Yeah, I'm going.
Impressed. That's pretty far back. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I'm impressed how good some of these games look on PS3 still.
I mean, it's pretty powerful. People underestimate, how good of machines those are.
Yeah, that generation, the PS2 and N64, I think was the rough years, or I guess PS1 and N64. Every other, the newer stuff after that looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
But anyways, Donkey Kong came out right as we did our last episode. I've beaten the main campaign in funky mode, and I'm gonna continue playing as there's time to do the other extra levels that you get afterwards and stuff. But that is another solid game. You are not in the Donkey Kong, I believe, right, John? That is not one you double dipped on.
No, I didn't. I plan on double dipping eventually. I haven't yet. Yeah. I had to spend my money on other stuff like a router.
Right? Yeah.
If you follow me on Twitter, you know.
You have good internet now. Your Switch is no longer having bad internet.
It's you go upstairs in my house. Before there was no, like, everything else would work okay, but the Switch would just not connect. Now it connects, so that's a plus. I can actually use it anywhere in the house, which is cool. So yeah, because of that, I haven't bought any games lately.
Gotcha. So Aaron, you know more about the Humble Bundle scene, right?
I know some.
So the top-selling Switch game is called Wizard of Legend, and the publisher is Humble Bundle. Do you know anything about this phenomenon?
I have no idea. I saw it at the #1 place on the store, and I was like, where did this game come from? I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, I have no idea. So I'm going to Google this real quick. Aaron, do you have any, or John, what have you been up to playing anything new?
You know what I've been playing. I've been playing Splatoon, getting... but yeah, 3.0 came out. Got used to that. I'm almost in Rank X in a couple of the modes, which we didn't talk about. Rank X is new. That's there. What else? What we were going to talk about? What was it? There was one thing.
Well, Best Buy.
Oh, Best Buy. Yeah, that's the thing we were going to talk about.
Okay, so I got an email from Best Buy last week saying you need to renew your subscription. The Gamer Club Unlocked. It's about to expire. It's like, okay, no big deal. I'll get around to it when I get around to it. Well, behold, a couple days later, I see on Twitter, oh, you can't renew online, and it looks like in store only. And then we find out, no, they're just canceling it outright. Whatever you have, but after that, you can't renew. So I am out of luck. I am no more a Gamer Club Unlocked member, and I am, I guess, all digital from here on out, and never buying anything from you again, Best Buy. So here we go. We're in the all digital future now. Yeah.
Not that he's bitter.
Not that I'm bitter. Like, you can't pre-order PlayStation first-party games from Amazon because they don't want to give you the 20% off. So they're just not letting you pre-order like God of War, or Detroit,
really,
Spider-Man. Yeah. So there's now no way to get those at 20% off.
I was about to say, why don't you just order on Amazon? But Nintendo stuff, you can still get the 20% off, right?
But so realistically at this point, I'm able to find 15% off gift cards for eShop on eBay. And then you get the rewards program from Nintendo, and you don't have sometimes don't have sales tax depending on how you do it with the eShop. So it's almost better pricing going all digital if you do it right. And if Best Buy doesn't want my business, go be it, and I will buy my Amiibo elsewhere too, I think.
So I luckily have until next January of Gamers Club Unlocked. I was actually at Best Buy buying my new router, and the guy actually said, "Oh, you got Gamers Club." And then he looked at me and said, "Did you hear?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know." I said, "Yeah, I know." I said, "I'm going to milk it," and I am going to milk it for all it's worth.
I'm glad I got that Labo before that expired, man.
Yeah, for real. I
didn't get the robot. Should have got the robot while I still had that thing.
I mean, if you need anything, I guess I can order it for you and ship it your way. I got no qualms milking Best Buy for the next year until January. Yeah. After that, I'll probably honestly probably will.
And they got that new logo. Man, the new logo just is putting a sour taste in my mouth along with this. This is like a 1-2 punch here.
The new logo doesn't upset me as much because when you do look at the old one, it is pretty old. I
have fonder memories of that logo. This one's like, oh, we're trying to be. I don't know. I saw the Bud Light comparisons, but it's just not very rich.
I mean, the thing about the logo is like if you're gonna minimize the price tag, just get rid of it. Like,
yeah,
it looks so stupid on the bottom. It's like just I don't get it. It's an afterthought. It looks really just bad. Like, just get rid of it if you're gonna get done with it. Are they gonna change the store logos, or are the stores just gonna go away?
And they already reduced the point value you get from purchases at Best Buy last year. So like every component, they're just trying to make it worse and worse for shopping there.
Well, they're just trying to
maximize profits there,
they're
John.
maximizing profits. They're getting rid of, they're changing their their floor space. That they're getting rid of CDs recently. And I'm sure DVDs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So they're changing things. They're looking. They're trying to look in the future. It's probably hard for them because no one else really does those discounts and points things anymore. It's kind of like,
which is why they had a lot of customers that are now. I was amazing. Look at Twitter. It's like, I'm an Elite Plus. I spent whatever $1,500 with you. I'm not shopping with you anymore. Bye-bye.
But that's were all these people really shopping at Best Buy because of those points?
I think so. Like you get 20% off, and
or were they shopping there?
You get the bonus.
Or were they shopping there because it's literally the only place you can go now to, like, if you want an electronic thing that day? Like I went to Best Buy because I wanted that router. It was the only place I go where I could get that router that day.
Yeah, that's like the primary
fair.
reason why I use Best Buy.
Like
in places like Fry's and stuff. It's just because if I want it right then, and like Prime Now doesn't have it, or I can't get 1 day shipping.
Exactly.
Then,
yeah. But a lot. So the 20% off, you go in the store and you see other stuff while you're there and you buy it. So that's like kind of the.
I mean, that's the old way of shopping. I don't think a lot of people.
That's the old. I walk in, I know what I want, and I get it.
I always, even if
that, or I have it on store pickup.
If I do it store pickup, I'll still go over to the sections to like look. What do they have here? I'm just curious about their.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people. Here's Best Buy's problem. People do that and they whip out their phone and they go, "How much is it on Amazon?"
That's me.
They do price matching though.
They do price. Yeah, but how long are they going to keep price matching?
Oh, they've got to keep that up. Come on.
Do they? They got rid of all these other things,
Yeah.
Eventually, all these stores are going to be gone, and we're just going to have everything online. So
yeah, it's amazing. So every first-party game from Sony this year has had this like live.playstation.com where you go watch a trailer of that game, and after you're done watching it, you get a 20% off code for anything on the PSN, including that brand new game. So like God of War, I got 20% off. Detroit, I'm getting 20% off. So like digitally, you're starting to get these sales, and they're being more ballsy about it, especially Sony with doing that. So I don't know. I could see a point where just this becomes worse and worse for the relationships there.
Yeah, I mean, I only one deal. Like I said, the only reason I really use Best Buy is one, I wanted it that day. I knew they had it. Two is I do have their credit card, and because if I can pay for my Wi-Fi system or whatever I buy over the next year, and that's cool too. But I can get that anywhere. Like I could easily probably get an Amazon credit card that does the same thing. So
plus the Amazon card's way better. You can shop at Whole Foods and get like money back.
The points. They get better points and stuff. So best. Yeah, I see this is like the beginning of the end for Best Buy probably. Which kind of sucks.
You see like a bunch of other stores doing it too. Like GameStop is even struggling to try to change their model. So
oh god, their model's been horrible for so long.
They have the paid program that I don't know if that's worth it.
Well, GameStop and Best Buy both did the same thing a couple years ago, where they saw. They started just throwing crap out on the sales floor to make money, like toys and stuff. Like tchotchkes. Like GameStop has that
stuff.
That's the thing. People buy it, and that's probably why they threw it out. But that's not going to keep customers coming back? Is for those like little little puzzle Mario puzzle pieces you buy in an Easter egg. That's just that's the stuff they're making money on. But people go in the door and they see that stuff because it's in like the bargain bin. But I don't know.
Yeah, it's a crazy world. I had Gamer Clubs Unlocked and really did love what that was.
That was keeping me at Best Buy.
Yeah, I didn't know what their margins were to make that work, but obviously they either weren't enough. Like, why wouldn't they? Like, we were saying this earlier by text. Charge double, triple for it.
Maybe even that might not have maximized their profit. When you think about it, like if you're a gamer, like hardcore gamer who buys a game, every couple weeks, like you or I might.
Yeah, it's a balancing act, right? Because I don't buy a bunch of stuff physically. Mostly I took advantage of it to double up on a sale they had. So if a game was on sale, I would make that sale even better. That's when I would use it.
They probably.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I get what you're saying. I just think they probably, at the beginning of this business venture, they said, we can try this out and hopefully more casual people will buy into it. And obviously more hardcore people bought into it and it wasn't sustainable. So they have to, mix it. Here's the question. What price point would it be worth it? Like, what's the cutoff point for you to say no more? I don't want gamers.
It originally was $100, right?
You would pay.
That's what the original price point was, I think.
Really? For
think
2 years?
Was that much. I think
that's
so.
a lot. That's a lot.
It is.
Would you pay that?
At this point in time, probably not, because I don't buy enough stuff physically, right?
But would you keep buying stuff physically if you had this?
No, because I prefer digital. I only buy physical if the price is that compelling to outset the inconvenience of having a physical item.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you were going to go that way either way.
I was.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. What about you, Aaron? How do you feel about this?
I've already been that way, and I didn't even use Gamer Club Unlocked because the only one time that I actually used it, you ordered, I think it was Destiny 1 for me. Years ago.
I got Destiny 2 for $6, $8.
That's insane.
Yeah. Amiibo is the real sad point. I'm glad I don't buy
that's the
anymore,
thing.
But,
that's the thing. Amiibo. I think I have my Splatoon Amiibo still pre-ordered from Best Buy. The new ones.
Yeah. End of an era. Bye-bye Best Buy. Hello digital storefronts. Back to some upcoming releases I just want to mention. Next week we're getting Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Ikaruga. We're getting
Punch Club.
We're also getting Pixel Junk Monsters 2, which I hear is phenomenal. So yeah, a lot of really big releases coming up. Any Street Fighter fans in the house? Anyone get in that?
I think Street Fighter was fun when I was younger, but now it doesn't really have any appeal.
Cool.
I find that's a game that's fun in like the arcade setting, but when you have like someone next to you and you're both like, kind of like getting really into it and button smashing and stuff like that. When I'm sitting by myself playing Street Fighter, it's just kind of like, eh.
Yeah, they've got a weird versus mode, I think, in this one. Or what was they did like weird in the Switch? They have this arcade thing. I forget, where you have a couple of switches and they talk locally, and
oh, that's cool.
It recreates something in the arcade that you couldn't do until now. Anyways, next, I want to bring up the fact that in Japan, Capcom is testing out this thing for Resident Evil 7. It's streaming it via the cloud, as in like PS Now does, where it's all computed on the server and sent to you as a stream. This supports like gyro aiming with the Joy-Cons, and we've had bad streams of showing how this works because people are streaming it in America. But in Japan, I hear it's actually working pretty well. I just want to bring up how into this would people be. I've had great experiences with PS Now. Games feel local when I've played them recently. So the tech's getting better. And I'd be curious if like this could bring Monster Hunter like World to a Switch, which is an online-focused game anyways. Thoughts?
I think that we just need to accept the Switch for what it is and not try to stretch it beyond what it can do. I think that these types of things are pretty cool, right? You can kind of test it out, but I don't want to see, the Switch users like wanting these types of games. Like Monster Hunter World would run terribly streamed. Like
why do you say that though? Because I've streamed stuff via Sony's service and fast games.
But Monster Hunter World relies on 4-player co-op, and I feel like that would be very hard to stream.
Yeah, because you already have to account the like the lag that's already there from gaming online, because you're never actually all synced up playing exactly the same.
If everyone is streaming, would they have better control over? They're all streaming and talking to the same server. Would that?
You think that would actually control the stream better?
Could that control the latency at all between the we're gonna hit? I don't know. Yeah.
I've never played any of these streaming games, so you guys are way ahead of me on this. It's always sounded cool, but I've never had a game that's, I don't play games on my computer.
It's an incredible idea because some games you just can't port to Switch. I would hate for this to become like a laziness thing where they're just being lazy
Yeah.
and never going to port stuff.
Yeah,
But
that
for-
would be lame.
But as we enter the PS5, Xbox 2 era, and games are less and less, there's a bigger separation. This could be interesting for certain titles, a select few that you'd want to play at home, this way.
But it puts the Switch in a weird spot because then you have some like developers saying that they won't bring certain games over because the online quality just isn't as great. But then you have Sony here like trying to stream this game. So
Or Capcom.
I mean Capcom, yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious about this whole streaming thing because I know the tech can work well if you have solid internet, and in 10 years' time, when bandwidth is better, hopefully, what will that look like? And yeah, I don't know. It's all very curious. The pricing model is $20 for half a year, I think, is what you get. It's like a rental, and it includes all the DLC. I downloaded it just now from the Japan store, and we'll test it out. I'm sure it's gonna be horrific streaming from America, but
How much is this?
$20 to have half a year of access. You get 15 minutes free to test out the experience.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
So if you get a Japan account for Nintendo, which you can do for free, you could download and test it out. So yeah. Nintendo Online service. That seems appropriate. This was more formally shown off and announced. Some keystones here. We're getting free games, including Balloon Fight, Dr. Mario, Super Mario Bros. 3, Donkey Kong, Ice Climber, Legend of Zelda, Mario Brothers Soccer, Super Mario Brothers, and tennis. And 10 more games will be announced, with more rolling out. The big thing, save data cloud backup, is being included with this.
Woohoo!
Right? Thank you. Save data this year, Aaron and John.
Yeah,
We
finally.
can now no longer have
Thank
to big your
God.
switches. We can throw them around like footballs. Data will be backed up.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm so jazzed for this. I hope concurrently there's a way to do it locally with September's rollout. I wonder if they'll do that. If there'll be a firmware update to do local backups as well.
Maybe.
And pricing. We can have a family plan of $35 a year. Includes up to 8 people in this family. And we're not quite sure how this works. It's potentially that friends could do this, but maybe not. Otherwise, it's $20 a year, or $8 for 3 months, or $4 for a month. So
It's really not bad pricing. Even at
No.
$20 a year for the single, I mean,
That's
it's
really
a
good.
third of like all the other services. So
yeah,
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I really am pretty satisfied with all this, especially since like some of these games, like Zelda has never been multiplayer before, but now they're gonna like let you play with friends over the internet, which is really interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious what that means to these.
So no, apparently it has like a pass the controller feature. So one you are spectating while the other person's playing, and then you can literally click a button and now the other person's playing. So
it's
literally-
like a PlayStation share play.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean,
Also, with Dr.
that's really
Mario,
cool.
though, you'd have simultaneous.
yeah,
going, right?
exactly. Yeah, it's like that's awesome. I'd play Dr. Mario Online easily.
Yeah.
Like I prefer actually playing the original Dr. Mario Online than them actually making a new one with adding
Super
online.
Luigi. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dr.
Dr.
Luigi.
Luigi. Yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll be adding more games, so that's cool. So
They will.
this is
I want SNES games at some point. And I
yeah.
wonder where else they'll expand to.
But I'm just happy cloud saves are there. Like, just thank
If
God.
that didn't have cloud saves, man, that would
I would
be
have
something.
flipped out. Everyone would have flipped. I would have flipped out. Oh my
so
God.
glad that's in there, man.
Yeah.
Coming in September with probably Smash Brothers is my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could launch Smash. It could launch then, and Smash could come in October, and this could be like a soft launch while they make sure it's all ready.
I think it has been soft launching. Like I think it's I think it's launched right now softly.
Now, will they have to update game boxes to include requires Nintendo Online paid for Splatoon and stuff?
They might slap a sticker on there, I could see. You think new Switch owners will get a couple months free or something like
I
that?
think it should come with Splatoon, quite honestly, in games that really require it heavily like that. Like a year to get them in.
No, I don't think it should come with it. But I think that they should get a free trial.
I'm more concerned about the kids. Like we have money to spend $20, but like
do you see what parents spend on their kids these days?
Would a parent not know that you need online and
no, they'll know. They'll know. They've been buying systems in the past.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't think $20 is really that much for.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a lot, but for a kid that doesn't have money.
Yeah.
Most parents that I've seen that don't really know anything, they go into stores, and they will be talking to the people, and they'll ask them, is there anything else I need? Do I need any extra controllers or stuff like that? And they'll tell them, like, you'll need this online service and stuff. So there are people looking out for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
A good parent will ask.
Yep.
Okay. So, anything else on online service that you want to mention? Anyone?
No, they didn't reveal anything we didn't know already other
Except
than
the
save data and what NES games we're getting. No, I'm happy. I mean,
in the family plans new.
Family plans.
8 people.
Yeah.
That's a big family. I'm glad they support that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Most are like around 5, I think, for family plans. So that's really good.
No, it's all good. I like it.
Yeah.
There were some people I saw that were complaining about the games that they were releasing, like really the same games over again. But I'm thinking they only have so much, first party games they can they can do.
At some point, it'd be nice to get some third party stuff in there.
I think you're more likely to see that on eShop than
with this Mega Man collection and stuff like that. Yeah.
Why would Capcom let Nintendo rent their game when they could probably just sell it and make the money?
Sure.
Okay, but then again, why is Nintendo doing it? Why don't they let us buy these games?
Right.
That's my question. Am I going to be able to, you think, because they came out and said no virtual console. Like, people asked them, they came out and said
virtual console's dead. I think the classics lineup is what we'll call it.
Yes, but is the ability to own and buy a game dead?
I don't know. Maybe.
So, do we know if we're going to be able to play these offline?
That's another question. Can you play these offline?
I think
are these downloaded on my system or are these streaming?
Yeah.
I think it's downloaded. I think it'll check when you're online to make sure you still have an account.
But if I'm on an airplane and I want to play Super Mario 3, is it going to go, hey, bro, you're not on the internet?
No, I don't think that'll be a thing.
But we don't know.
I think we don't know, but I don't think they'll check periodically to make sure. It'll have a date tied to your. So, say you sign up, it knows you're paid up for the year. It'll probably unlock it for that year, and check in after that.
Yeah,
right?
I guess that makes sense.
Some other things that happened. In Japan, they're going to be releasing a bundle of the Switch that doesn't include a dock, doesn't include an AC adapter, doesn't include the Joy-Con grip, doesn't include a HDMI cable.
What only has the right Joy-Con?
So they're calling
no kickstand on the back. You gotta buy that.
Yeah. So this is targeted and messaged as a second Switch for those that already own a Switch.
So like a family.
A family, right?
I think you'd be better off just buying the one with the dock if you.
Right.
For real.
You're gonna want another dock.
You don't. Yeah, you don't have 2 TVs. I know you got 2 TVs.
This is for Japan. They've lost TVs there, but you save $45 when the accessories. I think net over $100 here.
Yeah, they do easily.
Wait. So $90 for the dock that includes an AC adapter, right? $30
and an HDMI cable.
An HDMI.
Yeah, comes with
all that.
HDMI?
Okay.
It does, yeah.
So you're losing the grip. That's 30, 20.
Yeah, that's like $110, $120.
So just buy it and sell it stuff if you don't want it. I don't know. But yeah, this seems $45 is not enough. This would be great at $200 as a 3DS competitor price point at that point.
Yeah, I think they're worried about that though.
Yeah, that's what they were concerned with.
They shouldn't be though. They shouldn't. They kill the 3DS.
But I think that they secretly want the 3DS around because
I think they do too.
They like having those 2 price points and having a Switch.
They said $100 3DS price points, right, with the 2DS.
Yeah, but if you were to drop like a Switch model down to 200, I mean, you are looking at people that are mainly here in the U.S. getting the 3DS XL at $150. Why not spend another $50 to get the Switch?
Yeah.
They should. This would be a brilliant idea. Just sell the tablet No Joy-Cons. I already have a bunch of them as someone that has a Switch. $200 for just the console.
Now, I think
Save on shipping costs too.
that's not I think if like Nintendo support should actually do that. Like if you
Yeah.
lose or damage your system, they probably do actually. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Yeah.
like for people who own it, because that would, I mean, if you lose your system and you do have all those accessories, it would kind of suck to have to buy them all again. So that would be cool if they could see that you already purchased one. Maybe they sell you just the tablet.
Yeah. And if with this family account thing, I think that opens up potential to eventually have shared downloads at some point. Eventually.
So like you buy, like mom buys the game and now all the kids have it.
Yeah, something like that. You have this cloud service with family accounts. I don't know if eventually that opens up future things like that.
How is it on PlayStation?
You can log into your same account on multiple systems. You have a primary PS4 and away PS4s. I think you can only have 2 PS4s, maybe more.
But there's no
So-
like family or anything.
No,
like
they
that.
don't have a concept of that.
I thought that there was some sort of way that you would have to activate one as like your primary
You do.
system.
Yeah, there's
and-
primary. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
But doesn't that limit what you can do on the others though?
Not that much. It's mainly, I think, for downloading, like triggering a download to your system from the website or your download queue. So that's the main thing. Simultaneous to this, Nintendo announced that they're releasing a tabletop dock. So you dock in your system. It's got a USB-C pass-through to charge your Switch, which goes great. That should have been bundled with this thing, that little tabletop dock.
That thing should have come with the system
I agree.
because
The
yeah,
kickstand.
yeah.
They've improved the kickstand in future revs. Actually, that's happened already.
You
They
think?
what? They already improved it.
That's what I've heard.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
less
this one's
flimsy.
pretty terrible.
I've heard it's less flimsy.
I can. I saw you can buy third-party ones online.
Yeah.
And like they're strong or sturdier, but they kind of stick out more. But
I think that's why this one pops out so easy. Maybe they always wanted to, have like a
have it
nicer one.
removable.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, this stand's
I,
adjustable too. You can adjust this stand.
This has never been a thing for me because I just use the case that has a built-in stand.
Yeah, but I never really like having a case on my Switch. I like sliding it into my little.
No. Like I have the sleeve thing that I.
Oh, that's right. It props up on the case. That's right.
Yeah, that's how my new one is also. But prior to that, I have this little stand that I was carrying around in my Switch backpack, and it just kind of pops up. And you set it on there, like an easel. It's like an easel. Yeah.
So, Mario Tennis Aces update. Even the offline versions are unavailable in this demo currently. It says.
That's why people are angry.
Yep. Yeah, the offline should be available, but it's not.
I knew
Yeah.
there was some reason they were
Yeah.
angry.
So yeah, this charging dock, it will be $20. Launches July 13th. That's a big day for Switch. Something else comes out that day, I think.
Which one?
Toad? Is that Toad?
Is that
Day?
Captain Toad?
Yeah, we're less than a month away from Mario Tennis launching, which is exciting.
This dock thing is a little bit high. I think $20. Like,
That
I think.
seems good.
Oh no, I think that they should just, if you are a Switch owner, you can just get this thing free.
I mean, 20 is reasonable, I think. For what
I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna buy it for 20. Like, I really want it,
It
but
looks small and portable. It
I'm not gonna
folds
buy it.
up. I mean, an iPhone dock's a good.
15.
iPhone dock's
be
with a good 50.
That's made of like metal and stuff, though, right?
Sure.
This is like plastic.
Sure. I think the plastic ones were around that same price point.
I
before they
I
moved
think
back.
the
That was
problem I have with this thing is that from the start, everyone said that having the charging port on the bottom was going to be a problem, and now we have to have a little adapter to try to circumvent
mean-
that. Like, I feel like we shouldn't have to do that. And if I'm going to be on the go with my system anyway, I'm just gonna be playing it in handheld and just plug it in from the bottom and just have it up here rather
This
than
seems
like.
great for
sit-
children that they don't have a TV of their own and they're using tabletop mode a hell of a lot. Right?
I guess
Yeah.
they better not go the route of like the Wii and have all these accessories.
They got Labo for that. Wolfenstein 2 is going to be a lot bigger than we originally thought for Switch. It's going to originally 13.7. Now it's targeted at 23 gigabytes, which hopefully means they need those gigabytes to, get some performance improvements there. So yeah. Any comments on that one? It's bigger, 23 gigs. I think it's 50 or so on other platforms.
No, not really.
Okay.
But speaking of that size, have you started to run into any issues with your storage space yet?
I've got 400 gigabytes. I'm good.
Yeah. So I'm coming up on it pretty soon.
What's your card size?
I have a 128, and I haven't used any of like my internal storage. But I was looking at it the other day, and I think that possibly by the fall, I'm going to be full.
I think I have a 200 gig card. I could probably, sell you if you'd like.
Yeah, I only have 30 gigs left.
So out of my 400 gig card, I have 147 gigabytes free and 2.1 gigabytes free of my system memory. With that said, though, the archive feature on Switch is phenomenal. The games still are presented to you like they're installed with a little cloud icon above them. You click it, reinstalls. So that actually works really well. It works better than the PS4 in my book, because on PS4, you have to go to the library and actually see that you own it. And on Switch, it reminds you it's there as something you can just download right there. So I think, at a certain capacity, you're good. Like 400 gigs, I think I'll be good forever, and I'll just archive stuff.
I doubt you'll be good forever, but
I'll just archive stuff. I'll just archive stuff, John. But I'll probably want that 2 terabyte card whenever that hits.
Oh, money.
Whew. Yeah. There's a 512 gig card. I think is now a new thing. It's in the United Kingdom. I saw. It's probably here too. Anyways, Mega Man X Legacy Collection will have its own story mode. That's a new thing coming. So that's gonna be a thing.
What was it before?
They just didn't have
It didn't have any modes?
Didn't have a story mode. Really.
Okay.
And the Xenoblade 2 update has some new quests for DLC owners. So, yep. And then anything else we missed? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Need to wrap it up.
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta go see some Star Wars.
Han Solo.
Solo.
See that Kessel Run. Hopefully.
Yeah, in less than 12 parsecs.
Yeah, so we hear. We'll see, I guess.
You can preload Crash Bandicoot, which I've done, so I've got Crash installed. I'm ready to go with that whenever that launches.
So you just said right at midnight it unlocks and you can play it, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So I got that, and then yeah. With that said, yeah, Aaron, where can folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me all over at Sage Kinkajou.
And what about you, Mr. John?
You can find me at John Wesley A on Twitter and Instagram, and John's Nintendo Carts on YouTube and Twitch.
Cool deal. You can find me at TCHATEN. You can go youtube.com/TChan for the video version of the show. We'll be back next time for level 184. And E3 is rapidly approaching, and we will figure out those plans pretty soon for that. So stay tuned for that. That might be the next episode, E3. How many weeks away were that? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah, I think.
We might have one more episode before that. So yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, predictions, right? Yeah.
We'll have a predictions episode before that. Yeah, we'll do that. So thanks for listening and watching. Bye.